「 Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're jumping back into Fate. Apparently, we're about to get to a pretty big scene coming up. Wait, what the fuck did... Was it the FBI thing? Yeah, it was the FBI that popped up for a second for some reason, Haku. I don't know why. That was very strange. Yeah, without further ado, let us continue and load.
Like them still at gunpoint.
We walk through the town. It's past 8 o'clock. At this time, when the station gets the most crowded, Saber and I stare at the map of the city. Hey, Dish.
True.
She will.
I go get her.
Okay.
She's the main character. She knows better than to walk away.
It's just a delayed reaction.
She went to go get her food, but yes, this is classic for her to just stare at you.
Yeah,
and then she's
this is part of the lore of the game, actually. There's just cars going by.
I wouldn't put it past her. She seems like the type who would.
There's just cars going by. We're just staring at each other.
I feel like Classy would like, so, how are you doing? Still silence.
Oh, okay, okay.
Is that me?
Yeah.
We've gone around most of the main buildings. Are there any other places to go?
Let's see. There's a factory a little way away. We should look there since people gather there as well. Well, I don't think a factory is Shinji's style, though. Even as I answer, it's hard to look at Saber. It must be because that conversation earlier is still affecting me. Since Saber is acting like she doesn't care, it bothers me even more. How about you, Saber? Can you feel Ryder's presence?
No. I do not. I have fought her once, so I should be able to perceive her if she is nearby.
Oh. A strange feeling pierces my heart. A wave of magical energy that even I can feel. There's no way Saber can't feel that.
Shida, I believe I do not even need to say this, but...
I know. Are they near Saber?
No. I do not think that they are close yet. But they are certainly watching. This magical energy is probably to provoke us.
They are watching us. So, that must mean they finally fell for the decoy. If they're emitting if they're emitting magical energy so obviously, they must be trying to tempt us. So, is this Ryder's presence? My mind switches. The awkwardness from before disappears.
I shall follow the magical energy. Please be careful, Master.
I nod silently. The murderous intent stinging my skin is coming from the office district, empty of people. Maybe no one is working overtime today of all days. Most of the lights in the buildings you could call the symbol of Shinto have already disappeared. Not many people are walking through the roads, and the view isn't that bad. No one looks suspicious, and if Shinji is anywhere, he would be ahead of us. Perhaps the park we were just in? The murderous intent is getting stronger. There's no mistake that the enemy is nearby. No, more like... I feel a chill run down my spine. From the intensity of the murderous intent that even I can feel, perhaps we are already in the range of the enemy. Watch out, Saber. Something strange.
Yes, our senses are correct. I do not think they will attack us out in the open, but we should still be careful.
Nodding silently, we head to the park. I'll ignore the oppressive pressure that feels like having a knife stuck at my neck. Ryder and Shinji are nowhere in the office district. If they're going to attack, it'll be in the park where nobody will see.
Shiro!
Saber? I turn to Saber. She rushes at me like lightning and deflects the attack over my head. I look up. In my sight is a large building, towering overhead as if to reach the heavens. And clinging on its side like a spider is the figure of the enemy. What? Long hair covering her whole body, and flexible white limbs. The figure, while the masked face, is none other than the servant Ryder. The figure clinging around the 5th floor looks at me and licks her lips. I feel a freezing chill. There's no mistake. She came down from the top of the building to kill me, using my overhead blind spot. Saber lands on the ground. Saber, who jumped above me and deflected the attack, has instantly armed herself. Saber, she's...
I will follow her. Please stay here, Shiro.
How are you gonna follow her? She kicks the ground. The silver armor disappears from my vision in an instant. What? If Ryder coming down from the top of the building is ridiculous, so is Saber pursuing her by just jumping. No. Perhaps because they are servants, normal logic doesn't apply to them. Like Ryder, Saber kicks the side of the building and charges at Ryder like lightning. The two shadows intersect at great speeds. They clash overhead and separate, and then kick off the building and clash again. It's like watching a fighter aircraft's dogfight. I save the game. I wait here and stand by. Let's follow. I assume that's probably the wrong one, but whatever. I can't just watch. Perhaps because it's a battle with no foothold, Saber is unable to overwhelm Ryder like before. The two's conflict moves slowly up towards the rooftops. Oh, the rooftop! If Ryder came from the rooftop, chances are Shinji is there. There are two conditions to fighting Ryder. Beating Ryder before she has a chance to use her noble phantasm, or get Shinji before then. Since Saber is fighting Ryder, there's only one thing I can do. Interlude. Ooh. The two shadows running up. The ground is already far away, and the clashes occur at higher and higher altitudes. The two need no footholds as they fly higher by kicking off the walls of the building. In the process, in the instant it takes them to move to the rooftop, they clash numerous times. If there were anyone watching them from the ground, they would think it looks like a pinball. It looks like pinball. But then again, they can't be perceived with the naked eye. Only their tracks are barely visible. And they are a circus of death invisible to any normal beings. But this circus is not what Saber wanted. Even if she is a servant, she cannot fly through the sky. She can run up a wall, but that's it. This is no different from freefall. It is just the difference between rising until she loses her speed, rather than falling. The expression falling into the sky isn't that far off. Since she has started, she has to continue to the final destination of the rooftop. If she takes any blows from her opponent in the process, she will just fall miserably to the ground. But those rules do not apply to the opponent Saber has to defeat. A trace of purple attacks Saber, who is heading for the rooftop. Attacking from both sides and from above, arcing from every direction, Ryder is not bound by gravity. Her long hair sways like a comet's tail, and her figure is like a snake encircling a tree. Saber's feet touch the building. Tilting her body to the side, she kicks off the building to head around to its side. Saber's path that had headed directly towards the rooftop changes direction perpendicularly. The flowing attacks go away. Ryder cannot match Saber in the instantaneous bursts. Saber shakes Ryder off with one kick, and reaching the side of the building kicks upwards again. Up to the rooftop this time. If Ryder is a snake wrapped around the building, Saber is almost like an exploding firework. But maybe Ryder expected even that. The distance between the two does not change. Ryder doesn't let Saber get away as she runs to the side and attacks in the opening, as Saber kicks off the building. This is a lot of fucking pain, holy shit. She flicks Ryder away with her sword and jumps into the open area. There is a limit to how much she can block Ryder's attacks in the air. The skills that were not even a match before are finally matched on this battlefield. There are no decisive blows in this battle. No, Ryder herself is avoiding them most of all. When Saber jumps at Ryder with determination, Ryder only defends and shows no intention of countering. Ryder is just keeping Saber in check as she runs to the rooftop.
You are unwilling to fight, Ryder?
Saber yells at her cowardly opponent. As a knight, this kind of fight is an insult. A battle determines the victor by exchanging blows with full force. According to that belief, Ryder's behavior is only an insult.
Seems you don't like high places, Saber.
Ryder only replies in a cool voice. As she says, Saber is inexperienced in air battles. One could say tonight is the first time she has engaged in such a battle. After all, a knight runs on the ground. They are not the type to stick to walls like the woman in front of Saber.
Your famous sword is useless here, right? But do not worry, as I will allow you comfort soon.
Ryder moves higher as if to tempt Saber. She is deliberately constructing this situation. Saber acknowledges that as well. The final stop of this circus. Ryder's ideal position must await at that point. Ryder's trump cannot be used readily. That is why she is luring her enemies somewhere, while nothing will interrupt them, as she is determined to settle this match with her strongest blow. If Saber continues on the rooftop, she'll be in trouble. If Ryder's noble phantasm is as Saber believes, there's no way to defend against that. But there's no turning back now. She cannot let Ryder or Ryder's master be. Not because it is the principle of the Holy Grail War to defeat someone's enemies. Saber must defeat Ryder here to protect her master. Because it cannot be helped. Saber herself is amazed. But she has thought at least once that she does not want to push her honest master. The two gain altitude. Continuing their momentous clashes, the battle is about to reach its final destination. Interlude out. Damn it! Why does it only go up from the up to the 40th floor? I run up the stairs while cursing. Fuck. Even though I was able to enter the building through the back door, the elevator didn't go to the rooftop. I have to run up the remaining 10 floors on my own feet. Run up the stairs full speed. I don't know how long it's been since Saber left me. I don't think it's been 10 minutes yet, but that's still too long. Nobody knows what can end a battle. Saber isn't perfect. It's possible that she could make a big mistake and be cornered in big trouble. So before that happens, if I can find Shinji and make him use up his command spell, there should be no need for us to fight against Ryder. My convalescent body aches the more I run up the stairs. Running around the building and up the stairs has run me out of breath. I don't slow down, but rather speed up. Hi, Nezumi. I'm already pantsing. Yes. I have a bad feeling. I don't know why I feel it, but my heart is in pain. It's not a pain in my body, just something that tells me of danger. Saber cannot win. On the rooftop is something that must not be confronted. Trying to shake off the bad feeling, I continue up the stairs at full speed. The wind is strong. As soon as I open the door, the scenery of the night town surrounds me. The concrete ground is burned up here and there. In the center, in the middle of the burned up rooftop, is her figure, down on her knees. Saber!
Shiro, why are you here?
Saber has nothing to spare, breathing with her shoulders. The instant I try to run to her, I notice something strange floating up in the sky. No.
I came.
The overwhelming amount of magical energy forced me to recognize it. What? I stare up at the sky. The sound of wings flapping. There's something whiter than the hazy white moon. Damn. It is a legendary divine mystery, spoken of only in myths. In the instant Saber reaches the rooftop, she confronts the true form of her opponent. Supporting her falling body with her sword, Saber looks up. A white light approaches instantly. Deploying the wind wrapped around her sword, she creates an invisible wall. Her body is blown away. That which should have nullified any possible impact could not even slow the charge of the Pegasus. Blown away, she rolls on the ground. There's no time to lie down. The Pegasus turns in the air and continues its glide without a pause. She cannot block that blow. The only possible measure is to jump and invade it. Even if she does avoid the attack, the trail is enough to chip at her protection. She will eventually take a direct blow if she continues like this. The white light comes swooping down. The Pegasus glides down from high above, mows Saber down without touching the rooftop, and returns to the sky. Pursuit is impossible. There's no wall to run up, and even if there were one, no one would be able to catch that Pegasus. At inferior position, Saber awaits a chance to counter. Even if it is a Pegasus, if it's alive, it can be killed. The only chance of victory Saber has left is for a rider to make a mistake with the Pegasus rhymes.
I'm surprised. You are tougher than you look.
A voice from above. Saber looks up holding her sword ready.
Is there any meaning in that? You have no chance of victory if you are just going to disappear. Disappear with grace.
Ryder sounds calm. A little joy can be heard in that voice.
Huh. I expected a fantastic race, but I did not think you would bring out something like that, Ryder.
Second, there we go. A fantastic race. As it sounds, there are beings that exist only in fantasy. Demi-humans like sprites and giants. Demonic beasts like demons and dragons. As their very existence is a divine mystery, it is said that they themselves surpass magic. It is the law that a divine mystery will be eliminated by a greater divine mystery. as magic stored its power in knowledge. The fantastic races store their power in their long lifespan. Even if one masters magic as a human, that is only about the last 500 years. For those who have lived since ancient times, a 500-year-old divine mystery is not even worth a worthy competition. Yeah. But it was long ago when both humans and the fantastic races lived in the same world. The longer lived the fantastic race is, the farther it strays away from this world. In the present day, the only fantastic race in the world are mere few hundred years old. That is why she thought the fantastic race that... Oh my god, how many times did you say that? A Rider Road would only be about
Take a
several
shot.
hundred... Oh god, I'd die. Several hundred years old.
Bringing out something from the time of the gods? Your deeds must have been profound.
Yes, I am different from you. No, I am rather like your enemy. That is why I only ride the poor children that you people have exterminated.
I see. I thought you were crooked, but now I know you're an evil spirit, and not a heroic spirit.
Curse me all you want. You cannot even touch my boy.
The Pegasus rests its wings in the air. A giant arrow that will strike if it sees an opening. Saber ponders, glaring at it. Pegasus itself is not a strong, fantastic race. A normal Pegasus will only grow to the class of a demonic beast of the fantastic race. If that is the case, then is an opponent defeatable with just her invisible air. But that thing is different. As that Pegasus has existed from the time of the gods, it has grown to the level of the fantastic beasts. That Pegasus is nearing the level of the dragon race, considered to be the strongest of the fantastic races. Let's go, Chiro.
No.
No, its defense is already at the level of the dragon race. Because that Pegasus has divine protection exceeding even Saber, who has the strongest magic resistance. Its charge, emitting vast amounts of magical energy, is like a giant castle wall approaching. There's no possible way to dodge or defend against such a thing. But that is not the surprising fact. That Pegasus is just something that Ryder has summoned. It does not have a true name. For Ryder, that Pegasus is just like the dagger she uses. In other words, that Black Cavalry has yet to use her noble phantasm. Saber does not think of defeat, even in this situation. Rather, she thinks that her chances will come when Ryder decides to use her noble phantasm. No matter what Ryder's noble phantasm may be, there is no problem if it is only strong enough to destroy the building. Saber only needs to go into defense, endure the attack, then slash away the defenseless Ryder. That's right. As long as her master is not appearing here.
LMAO, right?
Yeah. What? I look up at the sky. The sound of wings flapping. There's something whiter than the hazy white moon. What? Wait, what? Did we just read all this? Oh, okay. Pegasus? The identity of Ryder's noble phantasm. Is that what caused the scorching of the rooftop and drove Saber to her knees? Ryder is riding on a flying horse, as befits her class name. I take my mind off Ryder. I heard a sound. Shinji? You're here, right? Come out! I cannot tell how strong Ryder is on that Pegasus. I can only tell that the white beast is constructed from enough magical energy to have come from a few hundred magi. It is only natural for the rooftop to be scorched. That thing destroys its surroundings just by running. If that thing charges from the sky, there is no way even Saber could block it. Don't hide! I came here, so at least show yourself. I'm racing against time here. I have to defeat Shinji and eliminate Ryder. That's a Shinji laugh.
Ha!
I thought you were just gonna do the first ha, and I was gonna skip him, and then you kept going. I hear
was
laughter. Shinji must be hiding somewhere. Shinji.
Do you get it, Emiya? This is the difference in our powers.
Only his voice echoes. Okay. Calming my impatient mind, I listen to his laughter. Damn, the wind's strong. I can't tell where the laughter's coming from.
Idiot. Do you understand now? You have to kill when you can.
Thank you for the laugh track, dude. Shinji. Don't rush. Let him talk. I should be able to determine his location if he keeps talking.
But I'm different. You and your servant are done for right here. Though, it's not like we're strangers. There's that thing from yesterday too, so I'll let you die a painless death.
This is bad. The head of the Pegasus standing by in the sky lowers towards Saber. The swirl of magical energy rotates as if without limit. If that thing is going to be coming at high speed, this rooftop will be blown away and leaving no remains.
Don't worry, Emiya. You got in the way. But I'll have the idiots at school follow me in no time. If you say you're lonely, I'll let that annoying Sakura follow you as well.
Shinji, you...
Go, Ryder! That girl first. Don't leave even a piece of her behind.
Saber! A white shooting star falls from above. In that instant, a storm approaches before me, or a storm appears before me. Saber! For the first time, she forgets about her enemy during battle. Angry at her master for coming to such a dangerous place. Angry at herself for not realizing that this was likely. But all those ideas are driven to the back of her mind. What else could there be? In this dangerous situation, his expression is only worried about Saber.
Shiro!
Come to think of it, he has always been like that. Even though he knew she was an excellent knight, he did not treat her as a knight even once.
It seems playtime is over, Saber.
Soft laughter. Ryder places her hands on the Pegasus' neck. It makes it beat its wings even faster.
My noble phantasm is powerful and is not fit for use on the ground. It would draw attention no matter what. I could not use it readily, as there are still other masters to think of. But there is no danger of anyone watching here. You understand that I led you here because it is convenient?
Something missing until now forms in Ryder's hand. It is a mere small rain of shining gold.
That is your noble phantasm, Ryder.
Yes, but it's not my taste. Pegasus is too kind, not fit for battles. So it will not get in the mood unless I use this.
The Pegasus lowers its neck. The Pegasus rages, not from its own intentions, but from Ryder's.
Disappear, Saber. Even if you survive, your master will not be able to escape. If your master dies, that is the end even for you, is it not?
That is absolutely true. Ryder's noble phantasm will completely blow away this rooftop. If she hurries, she'll be able to get Shiro and get away from the rooftop. But Ryder's attack won't destroy just the rooftop. Her master is not strong enough to survive a collapsing building. So for Saber to protect her master, she has to slay that enemy along with the Pegasus. She has no time to decide if her choice is the correct one. She looks at her distant master one more time. He is gritting his teeth, trying to fulfill his role.
Is that me?
I think so, maybe.
Wind.
That makes her hesitations go away. She forgets about everything that must happen in the future. She is only her master's sword now, and exists only to defeat the enemy.
Go, Ryder! That girl first! Don't leave a piece of her behind!
An annoying voice shouts out. As it does, the Pegasus flies up even higher.
Sorry.
You're fine, that made me laugh.
Fucking got him.
See, normally the game's like from Shinji's point of view, but I think this is just like a third party, like just like, you know, a narrator or whatever. So it's just like an annoying voice. Not Shinji's voice, just an annoying voice.
Just an annoying voice.
It disappears from view in an instant. The Pegasus that flies up in the air has already lost its form. After rising, as if to strike the moon, it arcs and returns towards the Earth. A comet sweeps down. Even after it becomes an arrow of light, Ryder still pushes the Pegasus. There's only one target. She will destroy her enemy along with the isolated garden in the sky. That'd be you, Annie. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my
You're
mic
fine.
got stuck on mute.
You're fine. The name is cast. If a noble phantasm bears a miracle, that is released by casting its true name. Can you see the text okay, Ann? It's kind of glitched
I'm
in
gonna
there.
make it smaller. Discord's being all pixely.
It just says phone. E-H-O-N.
Right. On.
It is a truly divine lightning. Hey Justin, thank you for the pray. How you doing? It's going good. A flashing thunderbolt. Watching it, her eyes show no emotion. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the redeem. I'm sorry, I'll drink water instead though. Thank you.
You said no one will see in this. You said no one will see in this place. Did you not, Ryder?
I have to turn off my drink alcohol redeem. Give me 1 second.
You
Yesterday.
mean you're not say so drink?
You'll pause it? Oh, you can do that, Doom? Thank you. Thank you. Please pause it.
Not saying so redeem.
Yeah. The wind is unraveled. The wind centered on her turns into a raging tempest. Yeah, it's
Okay, thank you. I feel the same way. Here, there is no need to worry about destroying the earth.
the seal's broken, releasing many layers of wind. Her sword makes its appearance. Ayo?
Ayo.
A storm is rising before my eyes. A white light comes bearing down. Even though she is its target, Saber does not move. Saber? The raging wind is coming from her. No, not from Saber, but from the sword she is holding. Huh? I doubt my own eyes. I can see the sword that should be invisible. Slowly, as if taking off bandages, her sword starts to show its form. Golden sword? Raging winds. Many seals develop as if a box is opening. The wind melts into the air. Readying the exposed sword, she faces the descending Pegasus. Motherfucking sword. I forgot to turn on tits, thank you, Dish. I always forget to turn on tits. Let me do this real quick.
What? You're throwing
I'm sorry,
something
you're
at
not.
him?
What?
I'm turning my tits on.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why are you throwing something at him?
Yeah, why are you throwing
Called
something?
me annoying.
Here you go. It's a bit delayed reaction, but there. I gotta prepare my tits. They are prepared now. Rider descends as a surge of light. Oh, thank you. Bellerthron grows large enough to engulf the whole rooftop and speeds up to destroy not only us, but the building itself. The rains of heroic cavalry light up the rooftop. Time stops. Facing unavoidable destruction, my mind freezes. But not because of the rains of the heroic cavalry. The converging lights. Its purity is not even comparable to the light of Rider that is merely large. In her hands is an assembly of the planet's light, the strongest holy sword.
Excalibur!
Yo.
Whoa.
That's a big beam of light. It is literally a line of light. Really?
So you sit there like that's a big beam of light. That is literally a line of light.
It is a blade of light that slices everything it touches, even the clouds, yes, shit. It slices Rider with one blow, soars up into the night sky, and cuts through the clouds and disappears. I think if that thing were used on the ground, a great disorder in the land would remain and never disappear. Her sword was not invisible. It merely did not allow others to see it. A golden sword that captivates all who see it, and its all too famous true name, Excalibur. Said to have existed in England, it is the sword of the king and known as the symbol of knighthood, the strongest noble phantasm of all servants, sealed in numerous boundary fields. That is Saber's symbol of heroism. Ooh. The rooftop is silent. The wind is gone and nothing makes a sound. I can't approach Saber and I just stand there. I don't know if I'm still confused or if my heart is still captivated by that sword. Her sword is as fucking badass as Chuck Norris. It simply didn't allow you to see it. My mind is acting strange, and only insignificant things come in my head. Why does she have that sword? That golden sword is the property of the well-known King of Knights. I try to think how she ended up with the sword, and I notice that I'm trying to avoid the simplest of answers. There's no need for complicated guesses. That sword has always been hers. That's why her true name is easy to figure out. I don't know what kind of mistake was made, but there's only one person she can be if she has that holy sword. Saber does not move from the stance that completed her blow. I should run up to her, but my body won't move. Up to now, I only understood in words that Saber was a heroic spirit, Perhaps I realized that she was the hero of the past, and I hesitated to go near her. I think that's a dish. Yes, perfect. I hear a scream. Something is burning in the background. I look in that direction. There I see a book burning into ashes, and...
It's burning. My command spell is burning.
Shinji is there watching the burning book. Shinji? It's sound like fucking Mickey Mouse. I love it, I love it. No. You must have realized that Ryder is defeated and he's at a disadvantage. Shinji turns his back to me, as if to flee, and runs towards the exit. Shinji jumps through the door leading to the stairs. Stop, Shinji! I can't let him go now. But the instant I start to follow him, out of the corner of my eye, Saber collapses. My mind freezes. Shinji is running away and Saber is on the ground. Oh shit. You're gonna make me fucking choose?
He saves.
I saved the game. I felt the right answer is run to Saber. But I want to kill Shinji. Shinji comes first. If Saber defeated Ryder, then I have to catch Shinji and have him relinquish his status as a master. Saber's just fucking dead. High-pitched footsteps echo in the dark. Maoto Shinji flees through the dark hallways.
Damn, what's with that woman? How can she? How can something so ridiculous happen? Ryder's noble phantasm is the strongest. So why does she have to lose? She's just Saber. So why does she have such a noble phantasm? It's unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair.
Rolling down the stairs, crashing into the wall. Crawling on the ground, Maoto Shinji heads for ground level. In his mind, the image of the light that slashed Ryder will not fade. Exactly as he says, that noble phantasm is an abnormal existence. The holy sword that appears divine to its allies looks like a devil's creation, from an opposing viewpoint. So he runs through the darkness. That light will come if he stops. He will vanish without a trace if he turns around. There's no time to pause. He puts more weight on his life than the fact that he has lost his servant, or the fact that he isn't a master anymore.
Ha! Damn! 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 What was that about her noble phantasm being invisible? That woman, all talk. How could she trick me? You were defeated because you were too confident. You idiot.
Those words were Maoto Shinji's orders. Not to kill them quickly. Ignoring Ryder's advice that they should kill them with one blow. If they use the noble phantasm, he chose to corner Saber. Another tumble. Even though he's almost out of this darkness, he hits a huge wall.
Damn, don't put a wall somewhere like this.
He punches it in anger.
Huh?
An unlikely sound is made. Maoto Shinji looks at what he thought was a wall, and his arm is bent up like a puzzle ring, and even forgets to scream because of fear. Oh shit. Amumu?
Oh, wait.
can't do that, Mr. Maggot of Mockery. There's no running away for a loser.
Laughter fills the air. In the tense darkness, the silver hair of a white girl appears.
What?
The moment of recognition. The instant he realizes what's in front of him, Maoto Shinji is terminated. I run through the dark hallway. Oh no, I'm gonna fucking fight that. I can't see, but I'm able to follow Shinji. Because there's no other sounds. Shinji's footsteps echo through the hallway, so it's easy to follow him. Huh? His footsteps stopped? It's a sudden change. The sound I was hearing was nearby, and there's still some distance to the elevator. As far as I remember, there's no reason for Shinji to stop in the middle of the hallway. Shinji? I walk quietly and advance with caution. I see the change quickly. The spot where Shinji's footsteps died. In the hallway that was empty on my way to the rooftop, there is a red puddle. My mind freezes. Before I can think about what happened here, my body reacts. I can't be here. My senses trained by Saber are telling me to go back to the rooftop as fast as possible if I value my life. Damn. Sorry I'm late. Are you alright, Saber? Controlling my nausea, I run towards Saber. Huh? Saber doesn't look well at all. She has sweat on her brow and her breathing is weak, yet irregular, as if she has a fever. No way. Hey, Saber, what's wrong? I call out to her timidly, but she doesn't answer. She's unconscious. Saber? I touch her forehead. Ow! I automatically pull my hand back. It's unusually hot. If this is a fever, she's over 40 degrees. Saber! Hey! Are you alright? Even when I call out to her, her only reply is heavy breathing. I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know, but we can't just stay here like this. I'm going to take you home. If you object, do it later. I pick Saber up. She's light. She was light before, but she's lighter now. No, more than that, she's warm. She's alive. Saber is still Saber. I'm angry at myself for hesitating. Damn it. So what if she's a hero? No matter who Saber is, she's right here, right now, and she's warm. How stupid of me to think there's a wall between us in spite of that. I'm going home right away. Stay still until then, Saber. I run, still holding Saber in my arms. There's no feeling of victory. All I feel is Saber in my arms, breathing painfully.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I let her sleep in the Japanese style room, but I don't think she'll wake up anytime soon.
I'm sorry. You really helped me out. There's nothing I could have done to treat Saber.
Well, I just removed her armor and helped her relax. So you don't need to thank me. Saber won't get well, and I haven't done anything.
But still, having Tosaka around helped. She worked out Saber's situation and advised me to take off her armor and let her sleep. It's been an hour since then. Somehow communicating with the unconscious Saber, Tosaka took her armor off.
So, what happened? I thought you went out looking for Shinji, and Saber was like that. I can tell that something happened, but can you explain the details?
I hesitate. Saber's noble phantasm. I should avoid revealing your true name. It's not something I can reveal by judgment alone. Ryder was defeated. Shinji retired, losing his command spell, but Saber used her Noble Phantasm and collapsed after using it.
Saber's Noble Phantasm, huh? Well, I want to ask you for details. You guys are in no condition for that sort of thing.
What do you mean we're in no condition?
It's just like I said. You should know vaguely by now that Saber will disappear like this.
What? Calmly. Posaka mentions the result I have avoided thinking about. Disappear? You mean Saber will disappear?
Of course! Saber's magical energy is almost empty. I don't know what kind of Noble Phantasm Saber used, but it must have consumed a lot of magical energy. Saber has used up most of the magical energy in her. She's in pain because she's trying to keep herself from disappearing.
She's going to disappear because she doesn't have magical energy? Are you saying she's going to disappear even though she wasn't injured?
Yes, depletion of magical energy is a more serious problem than external damage for a servant. It's the magical energy. I cannot say that. So it's the magical. I'll take a shot. That gives the spiritual servant's form. She will just disappear if it runs out. Well, masters transmit their magical energy to their servants, so that doesn't happen. You can't do that, right? And Saber has to fight using her own magical energy. It's over once that runs out. I told you this right at the beginning.
That's certainly what Saber told me. But she was fine until now. Saber said she'll be alright if she slept.
That was because Saber's magical energy capacity was extraordinary. Yeah, Saber certainly has some magical energy left in her. I think she should be able to recover through magical energy to preserve herself. I'm gonna... But that's it. Saber will end up fighting the situation she is right now. It would be absurd to use the Noble Phantasm. Saber will definitely disappear if she uses it again.
She'll disappear if she uses her Noble Phantasm again? No. First of all, I can't let her fight in this state. I don't want to see her slumped over in pain again.
Do you understand now? There are only two ways to heal a servant who ran out of magical energy. To have the master replenish the magical energy, or to have the servant collect magical energy herself.
Have a servant collect magical energy herself. That would mean killing innocent people like Ryder did. That's impossible. Saber won't do that. She said herself that she wouldn't do such a thing.
I would think so. Saber would probably choose to disappear if she had to sacrifice innocent people. So there's only one other possibility. If you don't want Saber to disappear, you'll have to offer her your magical energy.
You know what that means.
Is this the part where they do the fucking?
Maybe.
If you know.
But
you
like,
know.
wait. Okay, like, you know what? Never mind.
What did you have on your mind, Jiru?
Well, okay, cause just like you guys, I don't know. Like, I'm starting to realize. Okay, like, all right, I need to think. Okay, so from what I was informed, that the way for the servant to get the magical energy is to get funky, right? And I assume that, like, since this is the PG version or PG-13, whatever, we don't see them get, like, we don't hear about Shido getting funky because he's like a virgin boy, and he's just like, no, Saber, I have to protect myself.
Protect my virginity.
He has
yes.
a wholesome harem.
He doesn't have sex till marriage, obviously.
Obviously.
We'll see what happens in this version. I don't really know.
So I was just wondering, like, is that why they don't do fucking in the or funky stuff in the non-PG version? Is because like Shido has to like be a good kid, or just
I
you know what?
guess.
Never mind. Like I don't know how to just play.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
They hold hands through a sheet.
Yes. Through a sheet.
Oh,
Yes, protection.
oh.
That's something I would have done already if I could. But I don't know any ways to give Saber magical energy. Unfortunately, I can't even do everything like you. Bryn, I need you to teach me how to have sex. That's basically what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying. Tell me that's not what he's saying.
Of course, you wouldn't make it even if I taught you how to share magical energy. It would take you about a year to learn.
Arcane.
And you wouldn't be able to use it even if you learned it.
Oh my god.
Only
Fucking
users,
bird.
you know, magus have to use the sex method.
Well, a path should have been connected at the summoning, so there may be other measures. Look, if you want to save Saber, all you can do is make her attack people and absorb their powers.
Just a whole romantic. Yes.
I think you already know this.
That's the most realistic measure. But
Then
that
having
means...
Chuck-
Yeah, he doesn't want to have sex, so just kill random people. It's fine.
Saber will of course object to it. But if you let things be, Saber will disappear and you will be targeted by other masters.
Saber will disappear? Did I like... That's like the 4th time I've said that. I can't even imagine such a thing.
You did.
Feel her body heat in my hands, which were carrying her.
Then there's only one answer. Use your command spell, Emiya. You should be able to avoid the worst case scenario with that.
That means... ordering Saber to kill innocent people. I can't say anything. I resent what Tosaka is saying, but at the same time... Excuse me. Another part of me recognizes that this is the only solution.
I'll let you decide. Saber will calm down when she sleeps, but her limit is still near.
Tosaka leaves the living room. I can't even look up.
Boy.
I can only listen to Tosaka's departing footsteps.
He got burned.
Literally. Dragon Slay. Arturia. The girl who had just finished her rite of passage would be known by that name from that day on. It was a time of chaos and war. It began with the demise of an empire. An empire believed to be indestructible was only awaiting its destruction at the hands of invading barbarians. To prepare for the war against these barbarians, the empire deprived this island country of any military forces. That was the beginning. Once her country lost the empire's protection, it could not escape becoming independent, and it broke into smaller countries in no time. The barbarian invasions. Self-destructive strife between clans. A long period of war that would later be called the Dark Ages. She was born into this period as the heir to the throne. It was a long period of chaos. The king believed the Magus' prophecy and yearned for the birth of his appointed successor. But the child that was born was not the one the king desired. That child was not a boy. Even if the child was fated to become a king, he could not make a child that was not a boy his successor. The girl was entrusted to the king's vassals and raised as a child of a mere knight. The king fell in despair, but the Magus was delighted. The sex of one who would become the king had never mattered. He was confident that the fact the girl being separated from the castle, until the day of the prophecy, was proof that she would become king. The girl grew up as the successor under the simple and wise old knight. The old knight did not really believe the Magus' prophecy. He just felt the same air from the girl as he did from the king. So he felt that he must raise her as a knight, and he wished her to grow. But the knight did not even have to wish for such a thing, as the girl trained day after day to become stronger than anyone. If only a king can save a ruined country headed for death. The girl swore to bear a sword for that reason alone, without even being told so. So the day of the prophecy arrived. Knights and lords from around the country gathered to be selected as the king. Every one of them expected the selection to be through jousting, if the most superior one was to become king. But the only thing prepared at the place of selection was a naked sword stuck in a stone. Thank you for the holy water. On the hilt of the sword was a golden inscription. Whoso pulleth out this sword of this stone is right wise king born of England. Many knights grabbed the sword following that command. But no one was able to pull the sword out. The knights began the expected method of selection by jousting. As the girl was only an apprentice, she was not qualified to joust. The girl neared the dissented stone of selection and reached out for the sword without hesitation. Cloyd, you want to take this one?
Sure. Who is it? Do we know?
It's just like a random dude, I believe.
No. You should think things through before you take that.
When she turned around before her was the most feared magus in the country. The magus said that she would no longer be human when she took a hold of the sword. The girl only responded with a nod. Becoming a king means no longer being human. She was prepared for that ever since she was born. In short, a king is someone who kills everyone to protect everyone. The young girl thought about it every night and shuddered until morning came. No day passed she did not fear that fact. But the girl said that it would end this day. The sword was pulled out as if it were only natural to do so, and the place was filled with light. In that instant she became something not human. The king's gender does not matter. No one will care about the king's appearance, or even notice if the king acts like a king. Even if anybody noticed that the king was female, there would be no problem if she was a good king. Perhaps because of the sword's magic, the girl's growth stopped at that time as well. Many knights feared it as ominous, but most of them praised their master's immortality as divine. And thus, the time the king who would become a legend started. The battles of the new king were indeed the acts of a god of war. The king always led them from the front. No enemies could stand in her way. Arturia, the god of war. There was no defeat for a body admired as a dragon in human form. For 10 years and 12 battles, she knew only victory. Those were the days she ran through as the king. She never turned back and was never disgraced. She was raised as the king and fulfilled her obligations as the king. Is that why I saw such a figure? Her soul must still be on the battlefield, before daybreak. Resting her body in the wind under the indigo blue sky, she gazes into the distance. The sky is high and the clouds are flowing fast. Under the clear sky, she is looking at the great army she must face with her sword in hand. That figure is burned in and will not go away. She and her sword are one. The sword from the stone that chose the king. I think the brilliance of the sword that selected her fate is also her brilliance. But I wonder in the dream, that sword is different from the one she had. It is similar, but different. The one she used last night is different from this sword. So, how did she lose such a fine sword?
Classy, you just assigned to me my newfound favorite character.
Do you like her? Do you understand who she is now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always been wanting to watch Face Day Night, but I always get confused and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And like this is my first like most progressive run through of the series at all. And I never got to the point about Saber's story like this, and I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. So King Arthur was a woman.
Thank you, man.
Arthur Pendragon.
That's
Not
Chiwu.
because she's a
She was the
dragon.
Yeah, the translation.
I mean, that was also a bonus.
The translation of her name is kind of changes between different things. Like it's Arturia with like a U in this one, I think, and then it's Artoria in another one. Altaria, I've heard. There's a bunch of different like translations of it, but yeah. Amumu said she would refund my subscription if I didn't show up. Oh no. Hi Extigal, how you doing? When I wake up and I'm in my room, it's light outside. I guess I fell asleep after coming back to my room, unable to make a decision. Dream. It was a strange dream. Events I shouldn't know about. Things I don't know about Saber. Is it possible for me to dream about them? But that sword was certainly different from the one Saber had. Sag. I vaguely think. Saber's true identity that was hidden. To be honest, I still can't accept who she is. Saber is just Saber.
Oh god.
I can't change my attitude, and I don't think Saber would want that either. But it suited her. The sword from yesterday suited her, but the sword in my dream also suited her. No, you could say I was fascinated. With yesterday's sword and the sword in my dream, it seems I fall for swords easily. What the fuck is that sentence? I also thought Lancer's lance was beautiful when I saw it, but my interest in swords is exceptional. What the fuck? I'm easily attracted to swords! What is this?
You don't like swords.
What am I
Noted.
reading? Well, it's not like that only one just started. But it's not like that only one just started. Okay. I take a deep breath and reach up to my sweaty face. But it sure is hot. I wipe the sweat off my forehead. Even though it's winter, my body is burning. Feels like my blood is getting hotter and I feel restless. I wonder why, ever since I saw Saber's sword, my body has been strangely hot. This is weird, bro. I don't like this. The hand that bears the command spell is hot, as if it's holding a pocket heater. It's like that time. It's my dick. It's like that time Tosaka made me swallow that jewel. Like, it's itchy, or makes me want to run around. Y'all playing hentai games? Well, I mean, this is technically a hentai game, but, you know. I take a deep breath and try to calm myself. I guess Saber's still asleep. Saber has not woken up even once since last night, but it still seems she's getting better. Her breathing is calm now, there's no sign she is gasping in pain. Saber is sleeping peacefully. This is an everyday morning scene. Maybe if... How much is it on Steam? Asking for it. It's not on Steam, actually. You have to find some other methods, because technically it's not available in English. So you have to get a patch online to, No, you can legally buy it, you just have to patch it. You have to patch the game. If I let her sleep like this, she might go back, get back to normal. Then there'll be no need to have her kill people. Then, just like now, Saber will be with me, and... How selfish of me. Sorry, class, I'll stop trolling. No, don't worry, you're fine, man. I hit the wall. I'm so weak, it makes me sick. It's my fault Saber's in this state. Who am I to say? I get up, trying not to make a sound. I don't know when Saber will wake up. I have to make a decision before she does. Tosaka must still be asleep. There's no energy in the house and it feels like it's abandoned. No, I'm just depressed. I can't decide, so I'm wandering around like in a gray state that causes the world to be vague. I hear something cut through the air. Again, it's from the yard, but that... I quickly massage Saber's sword while they're asleep. What? I remember that sound. Yeah. I don't feel like cooking breakfast right now, so I'll take a walk and check it out. Someone doing some sword training? It's much colder than usual outside. It must be really cold and my burning body feels it. It's so cold that it might snow. It's from the shed area. The sound is coming periodically. I cross the yard breathing out white puffs. He's there in front of the shed. I guess I kind of knew he would be here, so I wasn't surprised. Oh my god. He must have been shooting arrows until now. Oh, that's what it was. He lowers his bow in displeasure as soon as he sees me. That's dangerous. Don't shoot bows in someone else's house. What are you gonna do if you hit someone?
I would not have to do anything as I am not using any arrows. One cannot be hit by something that is not fired.
He doesn't need to tell me that. The sound was Archer's bowstring cutting through the air. I don't know why, but Archer isn't using any arrows, but only pulling his bow. That's a good bow. I wasn't convinced until now, but you really are an archer.
Well, I'm not an archer, like the ones you know, so I would not be able to answer you, even if you asked me about archery. Your arrows are shot to target yourself, while my arrows are shot to hit an enemy. The archer you have in mind must be the kind that respects manners and politeness.
He curls his lips offensively. As I thought, I can't get along with him. I don't intend to ask you about archery. I was just wondering what you were doing.
As you can see, I am merely checking my condition. The wound Saber gave me has healed. I cannot stay on watch forever.
Bro, you spent the whole fucking game healing. The fuck? I see. He's healed now. Then that means Tosaka should return to the war. I turn away. Since Tosaka and Archer are rejoining the battle, I must make a decision. I have to think seriously. Somewhere I can be alone.
There is a concept called follow-through.
Huh?
The time you have after you take your shot. I believe that is the only thing common to your archery and mine.
What? You don't have to tell me about the 8 stages of shooting.
Just listen. They say the body stays there naturally after you shoot a bow. I heard that you call it follow-through.
Certainly there are 8 movements in archery, called the 8 stages of shooting. The last one, the follow-through, is the state that comes after shooting an arrow. But... yeah? So what about it?
I am talking about your mental preparation. Follow-through is not intended to ascertain if the arrow has hit the target. An arrow has hit the target even before it has released. The archer lets the arrow go according to the image. So there is no need to check if the arrow has hit or not. Because if you think the arrow will hit, it will hit the target. And if you do not, the arrow will not hit.
It's not true. There are shots that won't hit no matter how much you think they will. Everyone would hit the target every time if all you have to do is think about hitting it.
Is that so? Well, you hit the target every time.
What? His statement makes my heart jump. That's certainly...
Well, I do not care about that. There are only one thing that I would tell you. Follow through is not intended to ascertain if you have hit the target or not. What happens to released arrow is obvious. So follow-through is a preparation to accept the result, is it not?
No. So you're saying I should be able to see through this thing until the end, right?
Exactly. I heard about Saber's situation. You should have known from the beginning that she would end up like this. She will disappear in time if she fights without magical energy supply. That fact was already determined, so...
All that's left is to accept the result. Is he saying that no matter what happens to Saber because of my decisions, all I can do is see through what happens? I turn my back to Archer. I will leave this guy once and for all.
Oh, and one more thing. I will tell you since you don't seem to know.
I hear a voice behind me.
Saber should have known she would disappear if she used a noble phantasm. She probably did it not to intend to use her noble phantasm until the very end.
The usual offensive tone isn't present in his voice.
There is only one reason she used her noble phantasm, in spite of that. She chose to protect you over her own existence. Never forget that.
His voice holds only honest sincerity. The park is empty as usual. Maybe it helps that it's colder today than usual. There's no one around and it looks like I'm the only one out at this time. I sit on the bench sluggishly. I came to a deserted place as I wished to. Now that I'm here, I must decide what to do. There are no choices that allow me to postpone the problem. If I'm able to end the Holy Grail War by defeating other masters, I need Saber to stay. No, even without that, I don't want her to disappear. But that means having Saber attack people, like Ryder did. There's no way I can do that. Making Saber do such a thing would be like telling her to die. First of all, Saber would surely refuse. But when I hang my head, I see my left hand. I have 2 command spells left. If I use one, I can force Saber to follow my command. I bite my lip and discard the ridiculous thought. I don't know how long I remain slumped on this bench. But just as my fingers start to tremble from the cold... Oh no.
Oh! I thought you were gone already, but you're here.
I'm suddenly called.
It's you. Hello, Shiro. You have a serious expression. What's wrong?
Ilya? You're here by yourself again? It's dangerous. You never know when the other masters... As I start to say that, I'm amazed by my stupidity. Ilya is a master too. I shouldn't be worrying about this. Anyway, aren't we enemies? I'm sorry. I can't afford to talk to you right now. We were lucky to see each other, but I can't talk with you. It's gonna get cold today, so you should go home. Sitting down on the bench, I dismiss Ilya. There are things I need to talk about with her, but I have my hands full with Saber right now. What's going on? Ilya doesn't say anything and just stares at me as if I'm a stranger. Ilya? No, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm really busy right now and...
I know. Saber's going to disappear, right? And you're wondering what to do.
Suddenly, the girl in front of me says this coldly, as if she's someone else. Ilya?
It's stupid to worry about such things. That's why you let Ryder's master escape. All you have to do with the losers is to kill them.
I move my legs. I know it's bad to stay sitting down, so I put my power into them to stand up. But my body does not move, as if entranced by Ilya. Ilya, how do you know about that?
I don't even need to tell you, right? I was at the building last night too. Well, I could only watch from the inside of the building.
I try to move my arms and my legs, but they won't move at all. No, it feels like they're stiffening the more power I put into them. It's those eyes. Looking into Ilya's red eyes is making my body go numb, and...
Oh, you're bound already? You know you don't have any protection, right? I thought it would be easy to capture you if you're alone. But you're so cute falling for it this easy.
You...
It's useless, Oni-chan. You won't be able to move now. You won't even be able to speak soon. But you don't need to worry. I didn't come here to talk either.
Murderous intent mixes in Ilya's gaze. This is the same Ilya as that night, when she was the master of Berserker. Are you going to kill me here? Gritting my teeth, I gather all my strength. But I can't even twitch my fingers. Every nerve in my body is wrapped by Ilya's stare.
Yep, because it doesn't matter if you're a master anymore, right? You'll be on your own since Saber disappears, so I can't let you be a master. Once your means of fighting is gone, I can kill you easily.
Ilya raises her hand. Her white, slender fingers touch my chest. What the fuck?
I'm glad I found you before anyone else killed you. So, good night, Oni-chan. Saber's going to disappear anyway. So, it should be a relief if it happens faster, right?
And now we're playing Doki Doki, holy shit. My vision fades. Sensation in my limbs is already gone, and now my vision is gone as well. How long has it been since I fell into this darkness? While I wonder whether or not I'm dead, my consciousness fades away. My body is burning. Even though my consciousness is deep within the darkness, my burning body is appealing that it is alive. I see. I guess I'm alive then. Even if that's the case, that's only for the moment. Ilya said it too.
Once your means of fighting is gone, I can kill you easily.
She's right. I can't fight at all without Saber. The Holy Grail War is a battle between servants. I cannot possibly match one of those servants. The fact has been proven many times already. It was a merciless beating. As Saber said, my battle against a servant is to survive. I couldn't even do that. I was cut all over my body, and on top of that, thrown to the ground from a third-floor window. I only survived because of an abnormality in my body that I don't even understand. The fact is so vexing that it makes me mad. I could not stop the disaster from occurring around me just because the one in front of me was unbeatable. Even though I chose to fight as a master to stop people from getting hurt, but I could not protect them. It pisses me off. The superhero I've admired since childhood has to win, or it's meaningless. My body is burning. My whole body is demanding that I must win. But I don't have any means of winning, nor a way to fight. How would I be able to fight? I don't have the skills to fight alongside Saber without being a burden to her. I believe that's Archer talking.
That is a mistake as well. Emiya Shiro is not fit for fighting. Because your fight is supposedly to be a mental fight. A fight with your own self.
Suddenly, I remember the back of the man who said those words.
Emiya Shiro has no chance of winning if it comes down to fighting. None of your skills will be of any use against a servant.
I know. I realize that more than ever now.
In that case, at least imagine it. If it is an opponent you cannot match in real life, beat it in your imagination. If you cannot beat it yourself, imagine something that you could beat it with.
He doesn't need to tell me something I already know. If I'm going to win, it'll only be in my head. What could I win with? I can't imagine myself beating a servant. I can't handily deceive myself, and an image created by deceiving myself will be full of flaws. There's no way I would be able to match a servant, a first-class illusion, with such a third-rate image. So, what will I be able to beat? And what will I beat it with? I am searching for an answer to that question. Searching for the answer even now. A golden sword. It's a sword for her alone. I don't want it myself. It's just beautiful. I just want to hold it in my hands, if it's permitted. The fuck? Jeez. It's a bad habit of an amateur magus. Since all I can do is examine the contents, I see such dreams unsuitable for my position. But if this is a dream, I should be allowed to at least think about it. This best Saber. First, I assume this basic structure and reproduce the composing material. Oh, the basic form from when I used the strengthening magic isn't as I thought. Strengthening is changing something that's already there. So it's meaningless with something that isn't there at all. So if I am to remember that sword, I have to put more effort into it. It's well before the basics. It's the process full of waste that I came up with before Kiritsugu taught me how to use the strengthening magic. Ooh, let me touch your sword. It was... How was it supposed to take shape? When I come to, I'm in a ridiculous place. What is this place? This isn't just some place I've never seen before. It has a bed with a gorgeous canopy, and a long carpet that makes it look like you could sink to your ankles. A stone fireplace that is not just a decorative, but is actually functional. The patterns on the wall aren't just wallpapers, they're actually engraved. I'm used to mansions like Shinji's house, but this is on a different level. It's embarrassing to say, but this is like a castle you read about in the fairy tales. My mind almost falls unconscious. My body is strangely heavy. Is my blood circulating poorly? I feel like I'll fall asleep again if I let my guard down. What happened? I try to remember with my hazy mind. Oh yeah, I was bound by Ilya and lost consciousness. So, I'm caught by Ilya, huh? No one is in the room. My body feels heavy, but it seems I could at least raise my arm. Whoa! I'm tied up? My dazed mind instantly awakens. Realizing the danger I'm in, I study the situation first. I'm sitting in a chair, and my hands are behind my back. Handcuffs. No, they're just tied with rope. I'm not in the worst condition, but it makes no difference to the fact that I cannot move. My body is still numb, and I can't even get up with my hands tied. How long has it been? Clock? No. C1. As I expected. There's no clock in the room. The window is behind me. I turn around as much as I can, but the curtain is draped over and I can't quite tell what's outside. But the sun has already set outside. I met Ilya in the morning, so that means at least half a day has passed. I can't be doing this now. I don't know where I am, but I have to go home to Saber as quickly as I can. Saber is weakening. I can't trouble her by letting her know I've been kidnapped. I pull out my hands. Even if I'm able to run away, I have to do something about the rope tied behind my back first. The door opens. I release my power at the same moment she walks in.
Oh, you're finally awake. Good morning, Oni-chan. How are you feeling?
Ilya is acting totally different from before. Her cold eyes are gone, and Ilya before me is the white girl who was always talking to me in the park the other day.
What's wrong? You don't seem energetic. Does your body still not move? That's odd. You should be able to talk by now.
She looks at me, tilting her head. It looks as if she's worried about me. I'm fine. I can talk, and my head's clear enough to know I've been captured.
What? Are you dissatisfied? We usually put our captured enemies in the dungeon. But I felt bad about doing that to you, so I brought you into my room as a special exception.
I don't know if I should be thankful or not. But anyway, I'm starting to understand the situation I'm in. I get the situation. I'm captured, and this is your place, right? I say so sharply, killing my emotions. As long as I don't know the full details of the situation, I should listen for now.
That's right. I told you before that I lived in a castle in the forest. This is a castle in a big forest, and there's nothing around here. It takes a few hours by car to get by the town you live in. Nobody will come to save you, nor will there be any nuisances.
I see. I get that, but why did you do it? If you wanted to kill me, you could have done so at the park.
Why? I don't intend to kill you, Shiro. You're mine. I'll kill the other masters, but you're special. That's why I locked you up here, so there won't be any interruptions.
Oh god. I don't like this. I automatically lean back. Ilya puts her face close to mine as if not caring about my feelings. Hey, Ilya! I know it's indiscreet, but my heart is beating fast from the weight of Ilya on my legs. Even though she's not heavy, she feels so alive.
Yeah, like I thought. Shiro's special. Hey, do you want to become my servant? If you're going to be my servant, I won't have to kill you. All you have to do is nod, and I can spare you.
Ilya's words are so pure that I won't be able to take it back if I nod. And if I do betray her, all her purity would probably turn into hatred. With Ilya so close to me, my confused mind freezes. This isn't just that she likes me. Ilya's question is asking me if I want to live or die.
You don't even have to think about it, right? You don't have Saber already. You don't have any way to fight. So it'll be useless to stay as a master now.
No, Saber hasn't disappeared yet. I won't let that happen. Hi, Natsuki. Thank you. How are you doing?
Oh yeah? But she'll be killed easily in her condition. It's fine. You can stay here. If you're going to stay here forever, I'll protect you forever too.
Ilya snuggles up to me. I don't know what will happen if I disobey her, but I still can't nod to Ilya's words. I can't. Get off of me, Ilya. No matter what you say, Ilya puts her fingers up to my mouth. Oh no. Ugh. I'm awesome and I'm so happy I could make it. Oh, thank you. I'm happy you're doing good and thank you for coming. She smiles and looks up at my bewildered face.
I came.
No! Illegal.
Jeez, you don't get it, do you? Look, you're just a bird in a cage right now. It's my decision if you live or not. So you shouldn't say anything to make me mad. I've waited for 10 years. It's too boring to just kill you here, right?
What? Her voice sounds like a girl who wants a toy. I gasp, sensing a cruelty that sent a chill up my spine.
This is your last chance, Oni-chan. I'll ask you one more time.
Her eyes are full of hope.
Shiro, be mine.
Ilya says so as if allowing no refusal. Fuck.
Hey,
Pain Peko.
nod.
I really don't want to.
But we gotta
This
go
is
down
so-
all the death paths.
Do it.
Well, no.
No,
She
wait.
said if I
Not
nod, I live.
Successfully gotten a death path.
Hey,
yet.
he managed to, like,
True.
If I
guess
nod, I'll live
correctly
though.
all
Because
night.
that's the thing. She says if I nod, I'll become her servant, and she wants to kill me. But if I don't do it, she'll kill me, right?
It seems like a
Yeah.
win either way.
Yeah, but like the Shiro thing is saying I can't do that because Saber blah 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 hope.
Yeah.
Loli
And-
fandom, let's go.
No, stop.
And saying I'll become your servant is like the anti-Shiro thing because it's like, oh no, I'm
So you're telling me to nod?
Yeah.
I feel like if the nod goes too deep, we can backtrack.
If it goes too deep, we can.
Too deep? Wait a minute.
This is illegal.
Wait a
This is-
minute.
This is illegal on
I
many
mean,
levels.
she's 18
That's
apparently,
why-
but no, she's not. No, this is weird, bro.
For legal reasons, she is 18.
Okay. I don't know how serious Ilya is. I'm sure it's just a metaphor or something when she tells me to be her servant. Even if I did become her familiar, nothing would change. I think I fired the I came too early. Oh no. I won't be
Oh,
of any
God.
use and Ilya already has Berserker. Ilya shouldn't need a crappy magus like myself.
Bit too early. Aha.
Now answer. Will you be with me?
Ilya's voice is full of expectation. I came.
Fucking idiot. I hate you. That made me laugh.
I know. Alright. I'll be your familiar.
Now kiss.
Answer with a lie as a temporary measure. Oh, so this is definitely the option I should be choosing, I think. Right? Should I go back? I don't know.
Looks like you lived. Oh shit.
Okay, so save here and then load up the quiz again.
The other one?
And
Okay,
then
I can do that.
yeah. And then we see if we
She's so
I'm
happy.
pretty sure this isn't the route we're supposed to go.
You think so?
I don't think so.
This music is very strange.
this music is giving me Doki Doki
It
vibes.
is giving me Doki Doki vibes as well.
I mean, we can look it up real quick.
I can look that up. What is this, day 11?
Yeah,
The
the 11th day morning.
Death is never quick in this game.
You're right. Anne is right. Death is never quick unless it's
It
against
is never
Berserker.
quick. It makes us
Then it-
suffer through text.
No. Then it's unless it's against Berserker, and then
This
it's
is where it
just
turns into a
ended with
dating
that.
sim. Yeah, we're going to dating sim now.
That's where I
Alright.
wanted to go with that.
Finally, we're going down the faint Ilya route.
Finally, it's a Momo's time to shine. She can
Depending
be
on
the
the
one.
route,
Yeah,
Shiro
this
does
is the right
sleep with
route, I think.
everybody.
What? No way!
Wait, no, there's two
Really
scenes.
sleep
Wait,
with everyone, yes.
does it make a difference?
But I thought
Hold on.
Okay, I'm done.
You have
Wait,
a.
who
I
Double
will
check.
say in the anime, he does not take this route.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check here.
Goodbye, motherfuckers.
True.
Dude, I'm done. Japan, dude.
Nope, this is the bad
done.
end. Okay, this is the bad end. Perfect. All right, all I saw was bad end at the end of this thing. So, let's continue this.
What's this, the bad end?
This is not the right choice. So we're gonna get a bad end after this. Did you already say that? I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yes, great! Now we'll be together forever, Oni-chan.
What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Mumu,
Literally
your
a
legs.
fucking horror game.
You don't have
The
legs.
PNG.
You know, my model is a half model, okay?
You have a dress on. You just don't have legs.
She must be really happy as she's jumping around in joy. My heart's in pain. I convinced myself that I could not help it since I'm a captive, and I deceived Ilya. Seeing her this happy makes me feel sorry. It makes me feel like I could listen to her selfishness a bit. Are we sure this isn't Yandere Simulator? I don't know. Huh? I feel dizzy. It feels like an invisible weight is resting on my back. Ilya? I called to her, driven by the unknown uneasiness.
What is it, Shiro? Oh, I'll take off your ropes right away.
This is where Shiro fucking punches the shit out of her. That's not it, but I feel a bit sick. I feel like I'm about to throw up, so I desperately adjust my breathing.
What? You don't feel well. Your body's heavy and you can't help feeling uneasy?
That smile.
Oh no!
Looking at that cruel smile that knows everything about me. Ilya?
Yeah, I know everything about you now. Because you made a contract with me.
Oh shit.
You can't hide anything from me now.
This is bad. Directed by the unknown easiness, different from the former direct uneasiness, I stand up. But my body won't move. It's not bound by Ilya's magical energy. My body doesn't move at my will? Ilya, what have you?
It's you yourself that did it. You feel sick because you lied to me. So you're so kind that you hurt yourself. But yeah, you didn't put too much feeling in your answer. So I'll ask you again. Oni-chan, you will be mine, right?
The weight on my back digs through my skin and permeates inside me. Yeah.
Come on, admit it. Shiro, your soul is mine now.
I gasp. My mouth opens by itself and my tongue repeats the words without thought. All right, I'll be your familiar.
Yes, I have accepted Emiya Shiro in the name of Iliasville. I've seized your soul now.
Yeah. I have to get up, tear off this rope, and run away as fast as I can. Even if Ilya gets in the way, I can push her to the side. Things will get out of hand if I don't. Yes, things will get out of hand, so why... My body won't move. My limbs won't respond, as if telling me I'm not their master.
Oh, you don't have to worry, Shiro. It's just that all of the commands to your body are shut out right now. I'll make that body something that'll hold your soul. And I'll quickly make you a new body. Human bodies are so fragile. So I'm going to transfer your mind into something that won't matter if it breaks. Oh, But I guess you don't understand what I'm saying, huh? I guess you won't understand even if I explain. And it's more about getting used to it than learning about it. Sala, Lesrit, I'm going to start the apport right now, so bring me a suitable doll.
Can't even talk now. Even though I'm here, I feel like I'm watching it all through a screen. Oh shit, who did I make who?
I'm the one in the black.
I don't know which one is talking, so...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know either.
I'm gonna assume the left one is talking first, maybe? I don't know, but that one seems like a deeper voice, and I feel like that one would suit the black
The
better.
left one is like the stricter one, and the right one is like the easier going
Yeah,
one.
so I think the stricter one. Okay. So that'd be Hime?
Oh.
Do a strict Hime voice.
Here you go, milady. I hear you're going to perform the effort.
Yes, I really don't want to wear it, but I'll use the heavenly garment since I don't want to fail no matter what. Liz, can you get it ready?
It is done. But this is alright. But is this alright, Ilya?
What? Are you going to tell me what to do even though you're a failure? Lesrit, Shiro agreed, so I can make him my familiar.
No, you're not mistaken.
Oh wait, that was Hime, I think.
Oh.
You're fine.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
I'll just say
We're
Hime
being
or
made
Churu. Your maids.
to a muumuu.
Your maids.
No, you are not mistaken. You are saying too much, Lesrit. We do not care what happens to such a human. No, since he is able to feel her miracle, it should be an honor for him.
Good guess. So, you indulge Ilya too much. Do you realize that has the opposite effect?
Lesrit, do not speak of milady like that. Ilyas Viel-sama, I cannot say, is the successor of Eisenburn's miracle. She is different from failures like us.
Ilya, let's start. Sela is really annoying.
Lesrit!
I'm sorry.
You're good. Of the two servants, the calm one approaches me.
Don't yell at
Liz.
me, Hime.
The one called Lacerit. Or Lacerit.
Oh, that's me, right? Yeah. Sorry. You won't be able to back into this container you won't be able to go back into this container anymore.
Blanks my vision as if turning off a switch. And it's you, Hime.
Oh, milady. It seems someone has trespassed in the forest. What should we do? Should we send Berserker?
I hear their voices. That's strange. My mind isn't connected to my limbs and my senses are already gone. If I'm not connected to my body, what is listening to their voices?
Of course not. They came a long way to come here, so it's impolite unless we welcome them properly. You two hide yourselves with Berserker. I will have Rin and Saber see that Shiro has become mine. After that, I'll let Berserker do what he wants.
She giggles. I don't have any senses, but I feel like my arm is being grabbed. Or has been grabbed. I start to pass out. I don't know what will happen to me in a few minutes, but I can't understand. I can understand that my fight has already ended. Damn.
You're a doll.
Get?
Tiger Dojo time?
Tiger
Correct.
Dojo.
Oh god, no.
Take the advice.
Roar!
Oh shit.
Roar!
Hello, Zero!
That's hilarious. I don't think I need to tell you now, But this is the place that comforts you at bad ends. The drop of water in the desert. The Tiger Dojo. This time is the commemorative lucky number 7. This is the memorable day when Shiro finally becomes mine. Please clap, everyone.
There you go. Oh! Never mind, they did it for me.
We're clapping.
Yeah, congratulations, Ilya-chan.
Oh!
We won't congratulate you, you devil child.
God, we need to do all these. These are amazing.
Jeez, what happened in that talk from last time about getting depressed? About always being the tour guide on Shiro's trips through hell?
What? Shiro accepted my offer willingly this time, so it's not my fault. And I bet Shiro is happy too, because Shiro, Zella, Liz, and I are all going to live happily together ever after.
How you say that? It seems like a paradise. Captured by a young princess, could that be beautiful and good?
Oh.
Yes, it's a privilege that I alone have, that you and Sakura lack. So Shiro and I ended up going on a corrupted honeymoon!
Well, simply put, it was discarded though.
That hurts, Senpai. I thought you promised not to mention that.
I love how it's just written and then I look down at Hime's PNG and it's the exact same thing.
Don't be conceited, Burma.
Oh, hey you there, don't pick on my senior student.
What the fuck?
She got away again. Who is she anyway?
What was that? She did like a front flip and just ran away.
Oh, are you alright, Ilya-chan?
Asu, it's filled me with spirit. Senpai's words are always profound.
Feels like they have more of a relationship of mutual trust than master and student do. By the way, you say doll a lot, but not that doll, right?
Oh, you don't like scary stories, Taiga. Do you like stories about dolls that are alive?
So everyone, this Tiger Dojo is finished! You made the wrong choice again this time, so go back and choose the other one.
Hey, you're trying to change the subject. Master, I think you should listen to what your student has to say.
Oh, I hate scary stories and horse racing stories.
Jeez, fine. It's fine. This is just a normal stuffed toy. The thing about the doll will come up later on, so I'll explain it to you there. Everyone, please be patient until then, and keep Saber and Rin company.
That was amazing.
I think that's 3 times that I've killed Classy.
Probably. Let's go pick the right
You are
choice.
the best at it.
Oh.
I can't do that. I don't even need to think about it. And I can only take so much. Why does everyone think that Saber is disappearing? Saber won't disappear, and I'm gonna fight with her until the very end. I can't undermine that oath with something like this. Ilya, I can't do what you're telling me. I have Saber. As long as I have Saber, I will only fight as a master. I hear her gasp. Her red eyes open for an instant like rigor mortis.
I see. You're going to betray me too, huh?
Ilya backs away. The girl who looks down at me, not getting upset.
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I won't listen to you either. I've let you guys off up until now, but I'm done with that.
Ilya's voice is filled with murderous intent. I feel an ominous tone to it.
Wait here. I'll be done right away.
Hold on! What are you gonna do, Ilya?
I'm going to kill Saber and Rin. You'll regret your action a bit if I kill them, right?
What? Don't say such a stupid thing. Saber and Tosaka have nothing to do with this. I'm saying I can't be with you for my own reasons alone.
Is that so? But I'm going to kill them anyways. You'll be next, Shiro. I don't need you if you're not going to be mine.
Literally a yandere, what the fuck? She starts to go. She's serious. You're gonna kill Saber and Tosaka. Don't do it, Ilya! They have nothing to do with this! I'm the one you captured, so just kill me if you hate me. There's no reason to kill them.
There is a reason. I can't let other masters live. That's the Holy Grail War, right?
Idiot. Don't say you're gonna kill people that easily. It doesn't suit you. You're still a child, so you can't do such things. After looking at me in amazement.
Too bad. I've already killed a master. Oni-chan?
Ilya says so with a cheerful face.
It was only yesterday, though. It was unexpected in a way, since I thought you were going to kill him.
What? That moment. To my surprise, I clearly understand what she's talking about. Ilya said that she was in the building last night. So, wasn't the master fleeing in front of her the perfect prey? Ilya, you.
I'm sorry. I did it because you didn't. I don't like snatch things, though.
She doesn't sound guilty at all. For Ilya, it must have been nothing at all. That makes me realize... No, I should have known the last time I met her. This girl has no sense of good and evil. If the girl laughing innocently is Ilya, the girl laughing mercilessly is also Ilya. It's not like a devil and an angel are in her at the same time. It's just that Ilya is a devil called an angel. Ooh, I like that term.
Then I'm off. It'll be your turn when I come back, so try your best to escape. But a bird is a bird because it can't escape from the cage. I don't think you'll be able to escape from this cage.
Ilya leaves the room. What she says is true. As she doesn't understand threats or haggling, everything she says is true. I'll be your devil or your angel. So I can't stay here forever. I have to escape and meet up with Saber before Ilya attacks her. Damn. I shake my body and try to loosen the ropes. She really must think I can't escape if there's no one in the room. I can't get out of these ropes by myself. If there's no one keeping watch, but... Oh, I can get out of these ropes by myself. But if there's no one keeping watch, but... Damn. My body is still... not working well enough. Even though I can move, my limbs are heavy as steel. And just moving them will run me out of breath. Ilya, she must have anticipated this. That's why she said I won't be able to get away. Certainly I can't move. Even if I can get the ropes off, I won't be able to escape if my body won't move to my satisfaction. It's not because I'm tired. Oh yeah, I can't move because I saw Ilya's eyes. It must be what they call the mystic eyes. They say a superior mag is able to intervene magically with a target just by looking into their eyes. A common form of mystic eyes is binding, so this just must be something like that. As eyes perceive visual information, Their disadvantage is that they are weak against suggestion. Therefore, a magus usually casts a protection over their eyes to shut others' magical energy. Who knows what Tosaka would say if she found out I was bound by a suggestion without even casting a spell. Well, they're just mystic eyes that are acquainted with the use of magic. But I hear that monsters born with such eyes don't even need to look at the eyes of their target. These people exhibit their ability just by looking, but I hear such powers are rare. So, fortunately, it doesn't seem like Ilia's mystic eyes are the special kind. This is just an intervention, sending her magical energy into my body. Then there is a way to dispel myself. I can't move my body because Ilia's magical energy is invading my nerves. So if I remove that magical energy, I'll be able to move again. It's simple. If mud has collected, all I have to do is wash it out with water. Closing my eyes, I concentrate on the inside of my body. I don't have the skills to detect or remove magical energy from within me, but such skills are unnecessary if the magical energy is not rooted in my body. If Ilia's magical energy is stagnant in my body, all I have to do is channel strong magical energy through me and push it out. Sorry, it's a violent method, but it's all I can do. I apologize to my body as some consolation. All I have to do now is my daily routine. The ritual where I drive in a nerve into my back. No, it's not that anymore. There's no need to make a new one now. I can just push a switch inside of me. I don't have to make a magical circuit inside me as I just have to switch my nerves into a magical circuit. Trace. On. I cast a spell to suggest myself. Spells do not do anything into the world. It's only something that one casts on oneself, as one intervening with the world. Words are the best way to make your body transform. An order that only works on the self to create a divine mystery, a very simple magic called spell. Basic structure. Analyzed. My circulation speeds up. My blood gains power. My body turns into a device for pumping magical energy. It must be assistance from the jewel Tosaka made me swallow. The creation of magical energy that takes me an hour now only takes an instant. Compensation. Analyzed. I don't even need to push the switch. I can just let the magical energy circulate in my hand and let my hands go. Well, I say push the switch, but I still haven't figured out where the switch thing is. The heat goes wild. Calmly controlling my speeding heartbeat, I let my hands go from the spinning cord. Blood spills out my mouth. Some vein must have been cut or something must have been ripped inside me. I channel enough magical energy to wash out the mud inside of me, so it's fortunate if I only ended up coughing up blood. And to add, I don't feel any pain. Maybe I don't feel pain because of that self-healing thing. It's an abnormality, but I don't understand it. But I'm happy just to have it at all times like this. It's my greatest and only strength for any wounds to heal, if they're not fatal. What I should be careful of is relying on it. Because the cause is unknown. If I get myself injured relying on the healing might go away the next time. So I shouldn't rely on such a vague miracle. Alright, the rope next. I loosen the rope. My wrists are bruised, but my hands weren't tied tightly. I don't think it was Ilia that tied me up, but it wasn't tied too tightly. First of all, Ilia wouldn't be able to carry me here. Is there someone other than Ilia who isn't too strong? Definitely not Berserker. If he tied me up, my wrist would have been twisted off right then. I get it from the chair with a stupider mark. It's good that I can move freely, but it seems the movement was too violent. I don't have any wounds, but magical energy is still raging inside of me. Just moving causes my body to be pummeled from the inside. It must be the pain. Dizziness and nausea assail me, and my limbs are senseless. I won't be able to get back home before Ilia like this. Being too faint-hearted. This is no time to think like that. I slap my cheeks and start walking. As I start to lean on the wall and head to the door, I hear a sound on the other side of the wall. Footsteps. A few of them. These people approaching while talking stop in front of the door. A patrol? Damn, why do they have to come now? There's no time to hide. I should... Oh, fuck. 3 choices this time. Why is there a save here? What the fuck?
Bed. Or tight
Fight.
up, second one. Actually, honestly, bed. No, bed. You gotta bluff him.
I feel like tying...
Bluff. Oh, if you want to get the right choice, I think pretend to be tied up.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna lead to a bad end though, because I mean, I feel like all these options.
I was to say, I know that I feel like the fight will actually lead to a bad end for sure.
Probably.
But bed is fun.
And we can do bed, and like, because we know that one for sure is gonna add it.
Cassie, you pick. I'll give you the choice to pick this time.
I want to fight them.
Okay.
The one who moves first will win, so I have to fight. It's too late to hide now, and I don't have time to waste. I have to get out of here as quickly as possible and go home to Saber. The door opens. Standing with my back to the wall by the door, I ready myself for the patrol entering the room. The patrol just opens the door and does not enter the room. Hold on. You can see the chair from the entrance. Since I'm not tied to the chair anymore, won't they figure out the situation from that? This is bad. If they call for people right now, it'll get harder to escape. I'll just have to go out myself and beat the patrol. I jump on the wall to the door, and the patrol must have known I was hiding as they enter the room as soon as I jump out. Damn. Can't stop now. Whoever it is, will just beat them and leave the room. Oh.
Do not move. I will take your life if you... Shiro?
I somehow... yeah, I think all the choices didn't matter then. My body stops dead. My
Wait,
mind
can we go
goes
back to the bed then?
You want me to do bed?
Yeah, bed for Saber.
Fine.
Oh!
Get in bed with Saber?
He wants to see my sword.
Yeah, he wants to touch the sword, if she lets him.
I have no time to
my
think.
sword.
I don't have a chance of winning with this body, so I should just do my best not to be found. Why was that a sonic ring noise?
Yes.
How about the
Was
bed
it?
for the time being? I jump into the bed and hide by pulling the sheets over me. The sound of the door opening follows. Ilya might be back, or it might be someone from the castle. Either way, that someone must be shocked to be bewildered at the vanished prisoner. They must be looking at the empty chair with blank amazement. Wait, am I like in the bed or under the bed? I think I'm in the bed.
You're in the bed under the sheets.
So there's just a fucking guy hiding in
Yeah,
under the sheets.
yeah, you're just like a ball under the sheets.
Wait! Huh, this is soft and perfect. The person is standing
Why
in
did the
speechless
music
shock.
change?
That's this perfect closed door trick, and... Oh my...
What are you playing around for, Shira?
It says so in an utterly astonished tone. Huh? I take my face out of the soft bed.
I asked you, what are you doing here? There.
Shiro was right. Bed was funny.
Yeah, bed was funniest.
I do not want to think this, but do not tell me you intend to hide in there.
Well, I climb out of the bed. Actually, I was hiding. What does she do if you get back in the chair? Probably just do the same thing as when I was gonna fight her. I ask her with my eyes, whether I was being naive.
Beyond belief. If I was the enemy, I would cut you in half without mercy.
I like that face she's making. She looks so disappointed. You just see Chiro with that exact look. I'm unable to answer back. I think I just showed her something really embarrassing. Well, Saber, why are you here?
I should not even need to tell you why. There is no need for a reason for a servant to protect her master. It is only natural to come and save you if you were held captive.
Well, I'm asking how you knew I was captured. No more. Importantly, why are you here? This is Ilia's hideout. This is no place for you.
I should be asking you that. What are you doing? I told you so many times not to go off by yourself, yet you were so easily captured by Illy and taken to a place like this? Elia?
Ilia's feel.
Ilia's feel. You are disqualified as a master. I shall not be satisfied unless you apologize to me in some way.
I was certainly careless. But why are you here? You can't move properly, right? What were you thinking coming to Ilia's castle in that state?
No, what are you thinking? A servant's role is to protect its master. You have been captured, so it does not matter if Ilia Sevil's castle. If it. Oh my god.
You say Ilia.
If it is. Oh, it was the if this is the part that was messing me up. Not even the name.
Oh, you're
yet.
good.
If this is Ilia's castle, is Field's castle.
Sure.
Whatever.
Saber speaks clearly. Her figure. That's why I was laughing. Her figure says it was before. It's different from the figure sleeping, weak and in pain.
Shida. Why are you silent all of a sudden? Did you suffer any wound while you were held captive?
Oh, no, that's not it. I'm fine. More than that, I'm glad you look well. Thank you for the holy water. Oh. I really regained my peace of mind. I'm surprised Saber's here, but I'm happy she's back to normal. It's just selfish prejudice. I think Saber is meant to act like this. I'm sorry, Saber. I don't quite understand, but you came to save me, right?
Yes. It is only natural for a servant to save her master.
Thank you. You're a godsend. I'm glad. There's no problem now. All that's left is escape with Saber and... Hey. Why can I see Tosaka? Tosaka? Is she really seriously there?
You seem to be doing better than I expected. Maybe there was no need for us to come, huh? Ooh.
Deesh?
Why can't you just leave me out of this?
Yeah. You're important now.
Fuck. This is what I said, Rin. You should have left Emiyashiro be. This kind of man causes trouble for people around him, and survives. That was a good opportunity. He would have died if you had abandoned him.
That is inexcusable, Archer. I am the one that asked for help, but you do not have the right to insult Shida.
Huh. So you act like that now that your master is safe, huh? A master like this, and the servant that's the same. I guess you have no respect for your allies. Well, we are here to fight eventually. It'd be easier to fight than if there is no feelings are held.
Saber falls silent as if he hit a sore spot. This guy. Does he not get along with Saber either?
That's it. You still remember the situation we're in, right? We don't have time to stand around chatting. We have to retreat before Ilyasville gets back.
Hold on a second. Did you guys come here knowing this place is Ilia's castle? No, first of all, Ilya went on intending to kill them. Then, does that mean Ilya and Tosaka missed each other? That's... okay. I think Ilya's heading to my place now. If you guys didn't come here, I think you would have ended up fighting her.
Yes, it seems so. I've confirmed Ilya and Berserker leaving. Well, we wouldn't have come in like this if it wasn't for that.
I see. So, Tosaka took such a drastic measure because she knew Ilya went outside. She's as direct as ever, but that turned out for the best at this time.
Anyway, we'll talk later. I came prepared when I realized this was Eisenberg's base, and it'd be great if we don't have to meet them. We can't match Berserker, anyway, with Saber in that state.
Tosaka steps between me and Saber. Tosaka, what do you mean by Saber's state? She looks fine and she's just like normal.
Hey now, convenient things like that never happen. Saber hasn't healed at all. Can't you tell just by looking at her? She's barely even standing.
Rin, I thought you promised not to talk about that. That sounded. That sounded.
Hello,
Sorry.
my name is Godo.
You've been watching a little bit too much Brave.
No, I haven't.
Sorry, I'm going back on that. It's bad to hide it, and it's not something we could keep from him anyway.
That is true, but...
She hesitates painfully. That makes me realize that her condition has not improved at all. Saber? Is that true?
Yes, but it always... What Rin says is true. It is embarrassing, but I cannot fight a Saber right now. All I'll be able to do is something.
Be your shield. I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked.
You're good, dude.
Huh, that's what I thought. You wouldn't listen and you wanted to come with us when you can't even arm yourself. I bet she intended to protect her master instead of fighting.
What? She's so weak that she can't arm herself? What ridiculous things is she saying about being my shield?
I am sorry, Shido. I know I'm a failure as a servant with a body like this, but I am capable to act as a shield. I am sure you're just satisfied, but please accept that for now.
That's it. Why does Saber always think such unfavorable things? Don't kid me. Of course I'm not satisfied. Tosaka, why did you bring Saber? Don't you know Saber's more important than me?
What? I objected too, but Saber didn't listen, and only Saber knew where you were anyway. I knew it was dangerous, but I still needed Saber.
But still. I start to yell that she shouldn't have brought her, but I stop myself. I'm in no position to criticize Tosaka. The root of all this was me getting captured. Tosaka and Saber just did what they thought was right.
I was so confused if it was me or not.
Yeah, too, don't worry.
Disputes are good, but you should stop for now, Rin. The Master will be sensitive to changes in her dwelling. We do not have the time to explain things as a leisurely fashion.
You're right. Iliashville should be hurrying back by now. Alright. Oh shit.
No, you're good.
Alright, we'll leave the conversation until later. We have to get out of the castle first. That's okay, right, Shiro?
Whoops, I accidentally muted myself when I was
No,
talking.
you're okay.
Shiro, we should...
Well, but if Saber is like she was last night, isn't it difficult for her to even walk? I can't let Saber push herself if she's in that state.
Honestly, it seems you take me too lightly.
Saber?
Even though my magical energy is depleted, I can fight better than you, Shiro. To me, you seem to be the one about to disappear. Get burned, bitch. I do not think Rin has noticed, but your magical energy is disrupted, correct?
Oh, no. This isn't anything serious. It's fine if I bear with it. I'm, fine, really.
Then I am the same as well. It is painful, but it is not unbearable. And I am the same. Oh, wait. I believe things are going too fast for you to grasp the situation, but let us follow it in for now. If we are to talk, we can do once we get home.
Saber urges me forward. Jeez. Can't even worry if she says so with such an expression. You're right. I have a lot to talk about, but I'll leave it until we get home safely. Yes, about Saber's body, and thanking her for coming to save me. That dream is not something I should ask her about right now. Alright, let's go, Saber. Nodding, I move my body earnestly. I sweat with each step, but I can't complain. Saber came all the way here with her weakened body. I think that might be a good place to end it, since we're coming up on that time. Saber here.
Yay!
Thank you, Classy, for giving me a line. I appreciate it.
You and Haku did really, really wonderful. Wait, no, even Haku didn't get a line. I think Haku was
He
the
did.
one.
He did. He got right.
I only said it.
That's right, he got raw.
No, the line. There was never a line
The
that
line,
was
the
wrong.
line,
Buddy
the
roared.
line.
There
He roared.
There was no line, Buddy roared. It's fine.
But I roared. I did the roar.
Do the roar.
Do another roar. Let's go. Alright.
Very nice.
I am going to find somebody to raid.
Amazing.
Yee.
This is important now.
This should be important. Say the line or some shit. The line or some shit. Get fucked. Oh wait. Oh. I didn't even see the message above there. Fuck. I'm stupid. Sorry. Say the line or some shit. Yeah. Oh my god. Stop. Am I moving my body? Honestly, enough for you, Saber? Is that the line?
Honestly?
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 I know Zoom knows it, but I don't know what it is. It's like you just
Honestly?
taught yourself by being you.
You taunt yourself just by being you.
Taunt yourself just by you being whatever.
You taunt yourself just by being you.
I refuse to learn this.
They are playing. Oh, they're playing Devi.
Aw.
Duck Duck Goose. They're playing Duck Duck Goose.
Oh, they're playing with Anne.
Gooses and the geeses.
Alright, guys.
I told my dad I had 40, and he was
I
like,
will be
"Oh,
back
someone said nothing."
on Tuesday. I believe Tuesday. Thank y'all so much. Let me put the raid message. Thank you, Dish. I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome.
Alright, guys. Give Froppy some love. I'll see you out on Tuesday. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
So happy.
Honestly, you taunt yourself